beats are the purest, prove it.
Howdy, chat. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome on in to the Aurora Clash Season 10 Week 4 matchup between the Kamino Kiangs and the Furious Firebenders. Just gonna be me here today, and we're going for a hardcore, chill couch cast. So, hopefully everyone's having a good start to your weekend now. We've got two teams here looking for their first win. I still need to see what the other band is. Give me a moment. I joined this lobby like a couple of minutes ago, and I was still eating my lunch, so I don't know. Zarya. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get that updated. Bang. 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 There we go. There's Zarya. And we got a pause, so isn't that neat? Also, since it's Couchcast, let me where am I? There I am. Howdy. Let's go ahead. Let's get some gamba going. You know, not the gamba on the parlays, but let's just go ahead and get some channel point gambling going, huh? You degenerate freaks! I know you're out there. Y'all want to hit that. Hit the MF and parlay. But I'm not gonna give you a simple who wins or who doesn't. I'm gonna say what do I want to look at here? I'm gonna say who ends with more elims, Spinal or Milo, because I'm bored. There's more elims at the end of the map. Spinal or Milo, and y'all got I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes. Okay, but Spinal is just like killing 80 of them. So Spinal already has an advantage of 2. So if you guys want to play the numbers a little bit, you certainly can. Okay, he's got 3. I was thinking maybe a hard brawl comp against our Matra. Maybe the Milo gets some elims in. But it's not looking too hot. Wait, there we go. Milo comes back. Milo responds. Massive. Potentially a game-changing elimination there from Milo 16 Milo. He's only now 3 behind. Spinal does have Dragon Strike already. A minute 15 into the game. That's log chuck level right there. Okay, that's a huge ult. Does separate out Milo, but they don't get the kill just yet. So a nice wall of Soft come through. HP on the Bastion form comes out. Odin gonna lose out on that shield here pretty quickly now. He goes pretty fast there on the approach. Coming in deep. But Milo's dead. Kerbology, hold on. Spinal, what are you doing there? Spinal, what are you doing here? Wait, HV's playing the game? HV's playing the game? Whoa! On his head, man. But it looks like the Firebender might be winning this one out despite Kerbod's early pick. They're gonna walk forward here. Kerbology on the run. They don't got enough legs for that one. Yes, Milo. Farm those elims. Farm those elims. Did anybody take the other side? I gotta check this real quick. Did anybody take the? Okay, it's 50-50 right now. It's 50-50. People are liking what they're seeing from both sides. Milo has 2, Spino has 4, so we have. Milo has made a bit of a bounce back here. Milo close to a blizzard. No, we're liking what we're seeing. We're liking what we're seeing. Kerbology though does have the visor though. Can they go crazy? I know they can go crazy. Check this shit out. Check this shit out. Bang! Another one. Bang! Milo donuts. Milo. No. Can I vote Kerbology? Let's check. Kerbology is tied. Kerbology is tied. Well, a lot of ults going up here. This could be a big blizzard for Milo and get him right back in the damn game. All right, let's choke this blizzard down. Let's get 5 of this one and just make that damage back up. Make the difference back up. But Spinal is way behind enemy lines with the Dragon Strike. This could be massive. Oh no, HV seconds. Oh no. We're got that shit unlocked though. Pretty fast. We're walking it down with the ultimate. Alright, 7-4. 7-4. Where's your money? Yeah, we'll work on that. Tell them to bring me my money. Tell them to bring me my money. Odin don't gonna have the annihilation. Milo, hold on. Milo put the tuition down on this one. He's coming back with a vengeance, not a mega vengeance. Speaking of war has beat. Yeah, it is hard being the finest guy I know sometimes too. In case you're wondering why. That's a pretty good capture though, with how rough Aid was looking there for the side of the what the fuck the Furious Firebenders. They come back with a I'm not gonna say the word again. They come back with a good attack side of their own now. 3.5 minutes coming in here, and they still have the beat and Thomas's windows. And Thomas up on the high ground. Odin's getting melted. Odin cannot use this annihilation to save their damn life. They just cannot survive. Pretty fast. We're flying pretty low here as well, but here comes the cavalry and the reinforcements. War is able to hold on to that beat as well the entire time here. And now Milo goes in deep, looks for a bit of stagger there, not gonna land that wall. So we're gonna have a lot of ults coming up here, but a big advantage for the Firebender in terms of the positioning here from Freddy Fazbear, not letting anybody through really. Opening, if you went back and punched Kerbal, you would have got a pick there, but unfortunately I had their sights set on the big meteor Macho walking in. Beat in on their spawns here, as well as the Blizzard over on towards Odin. Southwest 1 HP, gonna survive and not get quite frozen up there, but Spino with the dragon here onto the car. It finds one! Is it gonna be enough here? Spino trying to find the kills away. Here comes the artillery strike over the top. Southwest got the moves, but War got the kills. And now War and Thomaslat, both supports gonna get that one over the finish line in 2.5 minutes. Hold on. That's looking pretty nice actually for a time bank for the Fearless Firebenders. And Milo takes the lead, 8-9. Milo takes the lead. Wait, hold on. Check out Spinal's damage here. We have a 6-9 between a 6-7. I might have actually just like pog-champed IRL. I might have bat-chested so hard I need to be sent to the emergency room and potentially urgent care for life-saving treatment. This is fucking awesome. This is epic sauce with a side of swag paste, okay? I've been running at a wall the whole time. I didn't hear it. Spinal no healing. Yeah, I agree with that one. The goose eggs. Kerbal just kind of pumping up some damage too, though, to 5,096 on the fucking legs. Thomas didn't die that entire round. If you combine War's elims and then the sum of his assists and deaths, it's 6-7. So Star Wars fan 69, yeah. I can imagine, you know, Bonesy just lurking over the shoulder, letting him know how to play, like go on the flank now. Just the May Bastion just simply making Odin's life miserable on the Ramatra. Can't blame them too much. Spino will swap over on the fray here, trying to win the channel points by just pumping in as many random left clicks as they possibly can. Oh my God, Milo. Kerbology takes this one. Kerbology taking the 1v5 and they live. Excuse me, Kerbology. They got the moves. Did y'all see that? They was in and out like a burger stand. Thomas that using the Irritopia fairly early, and now here comes the damage. No Irritopia, but a nice one from Milo. Locks him on down. Freddy Fazbear going to get exchanged for another one, but the numbers are favoring right now. The Fearless Firebenders. Milo continues to hold the hotel angle, and Kiangs are forced to retreat for a little bit. Spino with 9, but Milo up to 11. Do not put those together. But nice advantage here from Milo now. In the prediction market, in the poly market, yeah, we'll never forget this King's Row. Never forget it. Yeah, we went. Surely that's what you mean, right? Surely that's talking about. Never forget the Kamino Kiangs and Fierce Firebenders Week 4 banger matchup. I never really gave a prediction for this game either. I personally have a 3-2 either way, and it's gonna come down to. I mean, the reason I chose these two is because I think they're my X factors. It's Milo and Spine. I think everybody else in the teams are barely comparable in their roles and their SR wise, but Milo and Spine are kind of the X factor both their teams. So Milo just runs straight on in and dies, but does freeze up Odin, gets the elimination maybe. Yes, sir. Who up making they bank? Fazbear will go down, but a big ult lands on in, finds Herbology. It's just supports on the battlefield right now. Oh, Spinal's there too. Never mind. Elim check. We're tied at 13. We're tied at 13. Firebenders have returned though. Right to the checkpoint, right to the choke. Kiangs had a Spinal! Spinal 1 HP, taken up by Milo! HP backpacking? I didn't see the 16-5 with 8k damage, but he's on Bastion, so we do not respect it in this house. That's like Bam Adebayo getting the 83 off 40 free throws. We do not respect the Bastion play. Herbology gets hunted down by War. Unk on anti-violence. You hate to see that, man. You hate to see the old folks home go back and forth like that. A big bola shot. Orbiter Ray is there to keep Odin standing through all that pressure, but Odin falling fairly low here. Going to keep walking on in. Raza Force using her Tally Field. Thomasat does have the window online to the side invested in, but Herbology running back here with a tactical visor. Thomasat pops in the window, but Spinal finds the kill. Here, 1-for-1 exchange here on the point, but the tank for Thomasat, very evil. But I mean, look at War. War is Unk now. War's been here since season 3 of Overwatch League, maybe like season 4 or 5. Yeah, I would consider that Unk status at this point. New gen, unfortunately, I'm sorry to tell you. I'm really sorry to tell you. Oh, let's check this visor out. Hold on, check this shit out. Don't everybody pog chip at once. Don't everybody pog chip at once. But here goes Milo though. Gonna have the blizzard. Oh, a nasty bloop there by Odin. But still the blizzard finds 3. Still finds 3 freezes. Oh, they're chasing now. Firebenders are hunting. Spinal has Bola, but oh, Milo timed that perfectly to pair up with the damage from Panini. Kind of crazy. Spinal at 14, but Milo at 19, a 5 EM advantage here. With how close these two been going back and forth, I don't see Spinal making up the difference here. Oh, Herbology just eats a passerby nade, a little drive-by violence there from HVSec, but they just cannot break through Milo right now. Milo is the gatekeeper. He is the final boss right now of this choke. Bolo shot in the back, just gonna force Thomas back a little bit, but the freeze perk is now online here for Milo, so even more devastating in the front. Spinal has a good position behind enemy lines, so we'll retreat, knowing they're down in the 1v5, but oh. I just have one thing to say. Mr. Milo, tear down that wall. I don't know, that was something resembling Ron Reagan, but oh, the blizzard on top of the orbiter ray forced the positioning away. Southwest is dead. Odin froze on up. It's a big ultimate to negate that through. Panini? You got him, champ. You calm down, champ. You got him. Okay, beast. Go sim for that ultimate. Odin will swap over on the wrist. Herbology on the rat. Panini with the ultimate. I'm so fucking scared. He's in my spawn. I mean, hey, bro's 22-4. We can have your shit talking. That might be go right there. Beast might be going crazy. We have an awkward window coming through as well from Raza. They can't get really the full advantage of that one to break through this choke. As Timesire spawns one of their own and just melting down Odin. Oh, the grenade gets around, but a perfectly placed retaliate from Raza keeps him standing. Spinal. What you doing back here, pal? Spinal. Oh. One rocket. I mean, now that now Spinal's not here, they're just gonna walk in hard with the beat on the core and just melt down the opposition. Oh, wait, hold on. Terror Surge comes through. Anti-Field from Time says there. Raza has fallen to 1-for-1. Herbology down as well. Freddy Fazbear going crazy. Freddy Fazbear with 3. Hold on. The fight of 87. He's going crazy. Oh, he's got 4. He's got 4! Holy chills. Warnings. Final at 14. Milo with 24. Freddy Fazbear. He's got it on lock. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me? Hold on. Yeah, that's that's toxic right there. That might earn Southwest and Austin's pay a trip to the gulag. Tomato this man. Tomato react. Tomato react. Gonna need a redemption bet? I want to see what we got going for the comps first. Excuse me. Like I said, I literally, the second that the first map started, I finished my lunch, so I'm still I'm still full. They're gonna go ahead and pick that ban first, though. It was fire. It was a spicy pork with some rice, green onion, what else in there? Cabbage. Sort of like a gimbap, I suppose. With the red pepper, red pepper flakes and the gochujang. Shit's always heat. $6-2, standing my money. Now I'm 6-2. All right, that's fire. That's fire emoji right there. Yo, can we get some like map something going? Doesn't fucking look like it. I got myself an idea. Oh, what the fuck just happened? I don't have an idea. I'm sorry. I sense the void. I no longer have ideas. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I'll never have one again. What if I do this? There we go. Here we go, boys. We're coming back in with Fishtel. that's a marlin, but with 3 eyes. There we go. Hi. This is a This is a It's a good question. Small mouth bass. That's probably right. Damn. I got the S right, though. That's a good start. it's a shinfish. Fuck. Shinfish. Oh, it's a sailfish. Ah! Very good. 4 stars. Yippee! Share my results on Facebook. Hey man, check out my official score. Y'all think you can top this one? Y'all think you're better than 4 stars on official today? Got any picks or anything? Saravasa ban Lucio. Disaster for war. This feels targeted. Come on. Let's get a second ban going. Let's F and do this. Let's get a second ban going. I'm stalling. I guess I can do something else. Please. Please. We don't want to have audio. We don't get copyright struck. Just imagine the jokes. Imagine how funny they are, okay? So, yeah, Peter has a tie, and he hanged himself. That's the joke. He killed himself because he didn't like his tie. Okay, we can obviously see they are now on a bus going somewhere. Brian looks visibly like disheveled, and Peter as well. They're actually kicked off the bus. Oh, but I think Peter just stole that bike. That's crazy. Peter, you can't just steal someone's property. That's insane. Oh, now the kid's fucking yelling at him because he's got a pink bike. I'm sure he's like, no, my bike's cool. I'm guessing that's the humorous part of that one. Peter appears to be entranced in his programming, potentially hypnotized. Potentially repeating back what he's either this is not the game. Brother, they've been deciding bans for like 10 minutes. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. I swear we'll go in the game once it starts, but they're still chatting it up in match times cuz look, Peter goes on the wrong side of the fire pole. Isn't that funny? What the fuck is that? What is this fella? Oh cool. We're back into a game. 1-0 is the score. Is the score, and it's Cassidy and Lucio bans. Let me go and get that one updated on my side as well. So bang and then bang. Peter Griffin. It's like the Shadow Freddy. Peter Bartholomew Griffin. You cannot just steal someone's bike because you were kicked off the bus. This is unacceptable. Our society is built on trust, that one's property remains their own. You, on the other hand, live beyond these rules, but you are not above them. You will be judged in a jury of your peers for your crimes. Please reflect on this and become a better person. I can't quite nail that TikTok Shadow Freddy voice, unfortunately. HP Sec versus Raza healing. Sure, that's gonna be our Gamba. Because they're both on Kiriko, so why not? Raza and HV. Y'all get a minute. Can you give match MVP to Peter Griffin? We'll have to see how he does in map 2. He had a really slow start to the series, but could definitely bounce back as a star player on this team. Alright, HP has 120 healing. First cap comes through. But Milo comes through. Hold on. I'm honestly shocked I got the fish tool without fully cheating. I only had to get one letter, but eventually I got it. Kiriko's going band for band here. Townside just rolling around on point, trying to follow up with Milo's on the dive here. Kerbology got the moves of Kerbology. They're on the move. What the? Oh no! There's the whole squad after Kerbology for that one. Cool pulse bomb. HV Sync, please, your team needs left clicks. Your team needs healing of Fudas. Okay, Tommy's going crazy on the wrecking ball right now, though. We'll just watch Tommy. Okay, right as that, he runs into a fucking wall and can't make a jump. Oh, Kerbology, no! The real heroes are the ones that don't make it back. Oh, Tommy. Go ahead and look at some Southwest POV while we're at it. Southwest has the orbiter rate and UT only 53%. Potentially a, oh my. Ooh, the Rush also invested in this one. They want, oh my, Southwest, okay. Time to come for a touch. War? You can't be typing that. Yo, who want me? It says war, and it's 100% missing no, it's yes. 100% yes. Here I have Rush. Rush. I would probably agree with that one. Big advantage for Roz in the healing department from HV Sec. Appears that just having that Junker Queen is big advantage for him. Oh, the torpedoes! But Spinal comes in and finds both supports with a Death Blossom and Spinal with 3. He's pissed. He lost the last bet. Ooh. Questionable. Tommy might be swapping. Yes, that makes a lot more sense. Now, the Ramattra compared to Jerkwing, this might be where HV Sec makes a comeback in the heals. He's only 12 and Raza swapped to Brigitte. Hold on. Did HV Sec just... Did Spinal just, like, play the game? Did they throw? Do we need to call the Esports Commission on this man? Oh, didn't get shut down with the... Wait, hold on. Kerbal takes a winnable 4-set recall. Here, Spinal returns with the help. War's above you. War's on your head. Oh, my God. War just drops down like a maniac. Oh. Got his. For the stat sheet, baby. Alright, HV. Did anybody even bet on HV? They did. That most money is on HV, so hold on. Is Raza playing the under? Is Raza fading? Kerbology on the Embry. Interesting. Someone help Tommy slap, please. He's recall forced here. Huh? Huh? Wait, Milo. Wait, Milo's got it. Wait, Milo's actually locked in. Milo's actually locked in. Took some seasons off of Aurora, but comes back and just becomes a demon. Bit of advantage here, though, now for the Kiangs, as Odin can walk towards the point. Gets set up first. Spinal is forced to use his Wraith form very early here. I'll see Milo land this Pulse Bomb. Let's see this stick. Let's see this stick. Alright, we see the recall. Kerbology down. No spin. The stick! But onto the shield! Raza comes in just in time! Spino has the blossom though. We saw a big one last time. Going for it again. Finds War. Very doable here. Thomas up falling very low. Despite the early pick going their way, it looks like Southwest and Spinal will get the first cap going for the Kiangs. Don't lose the 1v1. Gonna retreat. Milo will swap to match to Emery. If it's like with the rush, War Blizzard, ult advantage here for the Firebenders. A lot of cones being forced out early from both these tanks here. As War just looks for the Blizzard over to Odin, but Odin has the Fortify still. And gets out with the speed ring, so that Blizzard finds nothing. It does create the space for the cat to come through. And now they have Casinos to fight over on this point here. Cabralji close to override protocol. How do they decide to invest this one in? Nice little nade over the top. Oh, Souza comes out from HV Sec. Do they have the healer survive the override protocol? Milo and Cabralji exchange a gala projectiles. But HV Sec melted and pelted. So for the Blizzard and Casino Rush, you get 33% or so on the point, but you only forced out the Emery ult. Odin, they're gonna play up here. They have Terror Surge ready to go. Odin ready for the really fast engagement. But Ten trying to bait them in. They do bait them in, and now here comes engagement here with Odin in the back. Wall comes out from War, but completely isolates Townside on the side. Townside does have an isolation here for the over to Ray counter, but there's not letting him touch the points. So it is on the point, but the numbers heavily in favor of the Kiangs right now. It's just Milo gets one for the stat sheet, but Cabralji gets one right back. I'll get a bit of an update on these stats here. 5.9 to 4.4. Raza is still in charge of the healing category here. If they're able to solidify this one, they will solidify not only the Gamba victory, but also their first map win of the series, sending us to a 1-1. No ults for either side. Only one close is going to be the override protocol from Milo, so we'll go ahead and get that POV going here. Cabralji does take a decent amount of damage here early. Nice nade. Finds some architecture. Why do I keep mentioning Raza healings? Do I have problems? Because the gambling is who has more healing between HP Sec and Raza. Get some contest clues for you. Come talking to me, champ. So that's why we care, because Chena points are on the line. If it's like doesn't get 1 point, we'll flip here for the Firebenders early. Okay. 2 nice no nades there in the spawn. War with the Blizzard. Odin comes in with no spin. That's just a free use of the Blizzard here for War. Odin trying to get out with the Fortify, but it's not enough to survive on that one. Spino will get away. Some ults here for the Kiangs, but you opt to hold on for the next one. You know you're a big disadvantage here for the 100-0 run back. See how this side approaches. They get the early neutral engagement here over Thomas that forced them away. If they didn't get the annihilation or the consideration out, all things to win for Kiangs here on this point. TP out here from Spinal on the point for something overtime contest. But the Firebenders being strong here, not investing these ultimates, but they're going to invest in the Terror Surge from Odin. They've got Milo on the back of it. The picks are here now, potentially. A lot of ults now being killed. A lot of Qs being pressed. Big override protocol from Cabralji, finding a lot of damage over towards UT, but the override healing is just simply too much. Now Ephisk responds with the Casino Rush. Townside with an action here as well. That was 7 ults invested and a point flip now for the Firebenders. They're going to get up to 2-2. And Odin will swap to match. Raza 8.5 to HV 6.8. Raza still in the lead. And now, both DPS ults online for the Firebenders. Spinal has to compete with the Death Blossom. We have seen them find some value with these ultimate before, but it'll be very tough. With, you know, a Maywall, a Ram Shield, Ram Block, TP, Suzu. There's just so much to work with. Spinal has to play the cooldowns correctly here. Hold on. Potentially getting a bit creative here. Oh, okay. But potentially the least creative Death Blossom we've ever seen in our lifetime. But it does get out Suzu for us on some cooldowns. So not too bad, but the ultimates are just away in the favor here. The Firebenders are going to get away with just using the Blizzard. No real big ultimate to kind of negate that for the Kiangs. And now they have the Override Protocol. And no ults online for either side except that one from Milo. It might be tough. Spinal will swap to the Hanzo for, you know, some miracle picks. I saw the vision. I agree. I saw the vision, but it would have been really cool. It would have been a pretty sick clip if it hit. But we don't live in a land of ifs and buts. We live in a land of canes and nuts. All right, that's what I always say. I never say that. That was the first time I've ever said this in my life. Herbology dead here first. As they're going to cross the 70% Fresh Throat here, and they can still hold on to these ultimates. Odin falling so low. Do they go for the push here? Thomasat does go for it. Milo going to pop the Override Protocol. All the ults being popped here. Annihilation from Thomasat. Odin is close to getting the own Annihilation though. Milo 5 HP in the sky. But the healing from the Orbit Array, or from South the Orbit Array, forces them back. But Odin comes back with a huge opening pick, and now they might have brought us back from the brink. Rally from Raza invested on top of this as well. UT trying to hit the moves. We'll get away for a couple of, but Odin's tendrils are simply too much. Too all-encompassing. And they're going to get that one. And now they need the salty run back 99-0. But they are going to have both Divas online here for this next fight, basically, against the Casino Rush. War is 7% already to another Blizzard. Building it up very quickly. We can basically lock in Raza having the healing advantage, by the way. 11.3 to 8.6. It's gonna be tough for HP to hit a 4,000 heal fight to 0. So we're gonna go ahead and give that one over to Raza. The Firebenders taking this extremely slow, actually. This is getting to be almost close to last fight territory here once the fight really breaks out and you're walking all but you have none of your own except for Casino Rush. Could this be a bit of a misplay from the Firebenders? We'll have to wait and see as Spinal now has the angle for his Dragon Strike to potentially find an opener. Puts it on in a lot of damage. Forces out War's block. If War falls, if I can build the Blizzard, they might just do it. But Milo finds Southwest, a huge opening pick. The response, though, Kerbology, this guy has to get a big one. Pelting in a lot of damage. Suzu does get forced here from HP Sec, but Blizzard comes out from War. And the slow approach seems to have worked here for the Firebenders as they get the almost online they need to bring it over the finish line. And give themselves a second map. And now we're at match point. But hey, Raza did win the Gamba, so. A second straight Ramattra play the game for the Firebenders. Hashtag slatted. Real. Hashtag slatted. There you go, you Raza believers. Take your cash. %, reverse sweep. Alright. We're not going to do the who has more stats or whatever. Straight up. We all got to put our money where our mouth is. Who's going to win? Who's going to win map 3? I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys 5 minutes for this one. Gonna need to see some all-ins. Map is Circuit Royale. Map is Circle Royale picked by the Kiangs. So first ban will go to the Firebenders. But with that being said, you read my mind. All right, Peter's talking to Steph Curry, but Peter is actually imitating Steph Curry's small child, who he brings with to his press conferences, and she's very cute. But this is Peter Griffin. This is not Steph Curry's daughter. So the humor here is that Peter Griffin is a grown adult man, and Steph Curry is smaller than him, but he still sits on his lap. And why is Jerome and Joe yelling at the handicap stall? That seems very rude. There's somebody in there potentially using the bathroom, and I misspoke. I said somebody, but it's just a head. I apologize. I've been caught being ableist on stream. This is unfortunate for my career. Okay, we see Peter now dressed in sort of a young teenager's adult. I'm guessing. Yeah, the joke is going to be jerking off. So, yeah, the fact is that Chris is a teenage boy. And okay, now the joke is here that Joe cannot feel his legs. We're at a funeral now. Peter is giving the eulogy. Obviously, this man meant a lot to Peter. We can tell by his overly emotional reaction. We can say that this is probably a cutaway gag. He's walking like an Egyptian now. Okay, the humor there was probably the fact that we didn't expect the song Walk Like an Egyptian to play. As Peter left the eulogy area, Peter, and that's Brian Griffin actually getting walked by a Army veteran. It appears that Brian and Stewie are having a good conversation. It looks like Brian has a plan up his sleeve, or I guess up his paws, if you catch my drift, because dogs don't wear clothes. Okay, we have Stewie making a duck face. Apparently really enjoying his look here. Okay, so Chris is buying a lot of lotion. So the joke here once again is that Chris masturbates a lot. There's a doctor now. Why is Chris on the floor while Adam West plays poker with dogs? I have a couple questions. Why is TV's Adam West currently sitting there? Okay. The joke is here that it is hard to back a boat into the water off of a dock, and Peter is obviously struggling with this, causing damage to the boat, and he is being filmed by the onlooking public to potentially post on their social media pages and or the internet to ridicule Peter. And Peter just left. Oh, Peter's actually going. Okay, now that was funny. Now Peter goes in front. His car is at the bottom, but okay, this is the Babada Boopy. Everybody knows this one when he goes boopity boop babada babada because he can speak Italian because it's a mustache. So yeah, he's it's very humorous because babada boopy boopy babada baba is not actually Italian. Okay, now Peter has a tank. He appears to be threatening his lovely wife Lois. Now he's going to shoot Cleveland's house. Cleveland's going to fall down his back, go, no, 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 no! And the bat's going to slash and go, oh, Peter, can you mind shooting down the towel rack? Or no, okay, they cut the joke off at that point. All right, now Peter has ruined this family's picnic. The text asked me if I'm still watching, which very, very much I am. So the joke here now that Peter's going to run to the mirror as well, thinking that the person in the mirror is another person. I'm gonna kill myself. Do we have a game? No, we still don't have a game. All right, now they are currently putting pills in bottles. It's going a little too fast for Quang Dingle and Peter here. They're just gonna actually put them into their jackets and maybe start potentially like taking them themselves. Yeah, to keep up with the strenuous work. Peter has a bloody nose. The pills were just too much. Oh, there goes Peter. Hey, we have a game. I apologize with everything I have about what this stream has become. What are the bands? Hanzo and Ram are the bands. So Ram is the ban here, and then Hanzo. Which makes sense, you know. Go to Circle Royale. You don't want to go up against the Spinal Hanzo. Kind of nasty on that hero. I've seen some conflicting statements in the chat of how much we enjoy Family Guy. I think this is probably gonna be the biggest beef of the season is the Family Guy Funny Moments enjoyers and the people who suck. That's the biggest beef. The people who are bad. All right, Spinals because Milo. All right, sure. Since we're only on the like you know who wins the map type shit, we can just get some POV. Not gonna find that shot. Gotta find that one though. Looking for another one, but UT not scared of this one. Another little grapple shot from Spinal. Looking for another. Keep peeking him. Firebenders banned Window, but not Spinals. I mean, Spinal is a very scary Widow, but honestly, that Anzo's even more scary. Like, but when Spinal's hitting shots like this, the map might already be over. I'm gonna be real.
No one can hide from my sight.
Already has sights. You know, the game-changing ultimate. Oh my god! Keep peeking. Keep peeking. Widowmaker 1v1 tournament. We haven't had one of those since Watch League Season 5, I believe was our last one. Okay, Spinal's dead. That means they can start pushing the car forward. They're doing just that. Okay, Spinal dies, everything just they just walk forward and just infinite space. Come on, Spinal, hit a hero shot. 500 gifted subs. Ah, sorry, chat. No gifted subs. Oh, man. They're going to walk that through. Okay, Tommy is just walking him down in spawn. In terms of the ults here, both Sigmas have Flux, which is big. HP Sec and Raza both have Casino Rush. So it's going to come down to almost a neutral fight. Did y'all beat the Wordle? No. Rock does come out here from Odin. The Thomasat invest in the Flux here early. Does not. In fact, actually Mile had used the window to keep Thomasat alive. And here comes the Rock out. Odin is up in the air, and Thomasat with a fadeaway shot from down the staircase. Hits Odin and takes him down. Karbalji on the run. Spinal gets one from beyond the grave with the Venom Mine. Oh, Karbalji in the moves. Karbalji, they got the moves. But the Fibers have the second point. Sights on line for Spinal. Do they peek at all? I've noticed that the Fibers are doing a lot better now. They're not constantly peeking Spinal's positioning on Widowmaker. Has anybody else noticed this small Arsa shitty movie detail? They still have 3 ults online here as well. Oh, war. Gets caught out on point. They're going for the rotation up. Can you gamble? I mean, yeah. I don't see why you couldn't gamble. I'm guessing it's closed, but you had your chance. It was open. You had your chance. How? Tommy. How are we gonna miss that rock? And miss all of our bullets and stinks to wood? How are we gonna do that? I got some questions. Oh! Kerbology though? With the visor? Finds Milo? Forces out the Suzu? Both teams have flipped map entirely. Here comes the override protocol for Kerbology to the window! Shuts that down with the rockets! Now both DPS for the fighters are gone. Allows Owen to hold that point. Milo again. You quit for 20 seconds? Yeah? It's a really good question. This is the magic you're gonna find in the in this kind of group. The magic you'll encounter. Don't peek. Ooh, Spino was close. Spino was close. Big grapple? Hold on. Oh, the wall from War. Stops the pick from coming on through. Here comes the full rotate now, though, for the Firebenders.
No one can hide from my sight.
Sights will stop that from coming through, though. Oh, Spinal's going hunting. Oh, immortality from Milo. Just in time. And now UT finds two. They're not getting any cart progress off this, though. Spinal is... Oh, the wall from War! I think that actually blocked the shot. War just shuts down Spinal and was single-handedly that fight. Let's get some War POV going. Got the Blizzard online. It is a mid 42. So what was once a staggering time bank has now dwindled away. Oh, but Odin gonna get frozen up with 3% to the window, or to the gravitic flux, and Southwest's window not placed in a spot that can be used. And a minute 23 in the bank here for the Fearless Firebenders. As they're gonna get a full cap going. Ooh, we have a bit of a stats check. 5 and 2 Kerbology. Hold on, with 5.6k damage. A lot of these players close in terms of like the eliminations and the damage and stuff. It's just the timely picks coming through for the Firebenders. Just the find those right moments to break on through. Spinal will swap off the Widowmaker here as well. Go on to the Freya. A little more potentially, like, you know, that frontline pressure potentially on the Spinal, or from to Tommy Slat. Maybe catching him out War with Ebola, something like that, you know. Just you're fun to pick on the Widowmaker, but there just wasn't enough pressure to make Tommy Slat think twice about just walking into your backline. So maybe a couple of stray Freya bolts will dissuade that. But Firebenders are in a good spot to take not only this map but the series and claim their first win of the season. Adrian's like hitting it. Okay, Spinal will swap off of the Freya over on the Sojourn. Now this is hard pressure on Thomas Lab. This is just full shield break and pumping the Sigma full damage. On top of able to keep the distance away from UT. Nice little sword will force him back here. You see Spinal looking for that pick over on the high ground right now. Saving the damage, saving that shot for as long as it possibly can. Much stronger than man than myself. I would have left clicked like 85 times in that instance. Okay, and that's why, because Spinal goes around the corner and finds UT. And now that main hit scan damage is now completely gone, so Kerbology and Spinal can continue to help from distance. Oh, Tomsat gets walled off by War, but Tomsat just gets out just in time. Drop wall, drop wall! Block as well, forcer from War. Here comes the hunt. Tommy Slat knocked down to the wall. Down to the ground. No immortality here from Milo either, as the fight hasn't quite broken out just yet. Raz is looking to pelt down Townset with these discords. Emery Nate finds Spinal, but Spinal getting the healing to keep them standing. Wall onto Odin, though, might just get the Sigma down. It will not. Not enough pressure. Now Townset Discord has to back up for now. Milo taken out through the window by Rasa with the 5 orb. Kerbalji's kind of stuck behind enemy lines here. She's trying to find some damage, but now Odin with the flux. Does the rock land? It does not land, and Townset will pay for it with their own life. War has lost out on the block here as well. Casino rushes are exchanged and are currently dueling, but right now the Kiangs coming out on top in every single measure. Ooh. Raza invests in the trance. And pushed into the spawn room. Potentially a swap, maybe. No. Hits us with the sunglasses. They know what they did. They know what they did. Spinal has the overclock here. Looking for some earlier damage here up on the top ropes. Townside does the flux here. Ward's wall. Not going to exit anybody just yet, so big cooldown Nemesis here for the Firebenders. But UT gonna invest in the override protocol. Gets Southwest stuck in that small corner. But Townside 1 HP. Okay, it's going to be a 1-point exchange here. Spinal down. And that's probably just going to be that. Townside also able to keep hold of this gravitic flux. War with this blizzard. Raza does not have enough trances to negate all of that. Townside pushing up really far here. And now Suzu is well forced here. Cooldown's missing here for a Firebender. Townside investing in the Ritic Flux. It's a Ritic Flux and a Blizzard onto Odin. My god. 2 ults for 1 exchange of person is not the best here. Kiangs will not push their advantage, knowing that being down your tank is a tough spot to be in. Is Kerbalji just hanging out in the underpass there? What is the plan? What are they cooking? They burned it. Avery's like 1 HP, but the TP is just there. Back to UT. And it was looking like a really good first push there for the Kiangs. The Firebenders are now holding here on points here. Circle Royale. 2.5 minutes left in the time bank for the Kiangs to save this series. They do have 4 ults to work with here. This is definitely the fight to do it if you're going to do so. Nice rock on time side as well forces that. A lot of ults being thrown out here. Where is Kerbalji? Where's his visor? Finds Thomas. Another use of Transcendence. Trying to gate the Casino Rush. But now Warrior just stalling the points as long as they possibly can. Doing a decent job. And they used all 4? HB6 Casino Rush versus 4 ults from the Kiangs. Firebenders know they have a big advantage now with Milo's window on top of the Townside Flux mid-fight here. But Spinal finds UT to open things up. A good start. Down in all, but now down in numbers. Field comes out here. Townside investing in the Flux will land over towards Odin. There's a follow-up there on the damage. Spinal is deep in there right now. But they don't touch! Spinal just distracts them enough. And now War and Aphis are just hit. They're just hitting the moon boots. They gotta get out of here. Oh, War, don't re-engage. Exactly what I would have done, Spinal. True. Oh, nice Suzu. Negates the blizzard. Oh no! Exactly what I would have done, Spinal. That was fantastic. Very inopportune time of the reading of that message. Oh. Yeah, that was awesome. That was a swag sandwich with a side of epic sauce. That was something. Raza forces Transcendence here as well. Flux in the back, but here comes the Discord over on towards UT. The numbers now heavily favoring the Kamino Kiangs. Time's trying to get back to the point. Try to get one on the reset, but not going to do so. But now it's just rush on rush. Herbology can maybe build the tactical visor mid fight here. UT with the override protocol. Rush out earlier from southwest. Oh, Ifisek dies mid cast. The ultimate still goes off, but the picks are here. War still has block and wall to try to live as long as possibly can here, but Milo up on the high ground to pelt in this May full of much healing as possibly can. Nice block. They do a time back advantage, but it won't be much, it appears. War still standing. Ifisek has a Suzu. Herbology with the visor minute here. It was looking a bit desperate there towards the end, but Thomas will get shut down mid-flux, and they're going to get that full cap. UT on the Tracer. Hits that recall. Doing a decent amount of stalling here for the Firebenders, but a full cap comes through. 49 seconds remaining. Or 40-second advantage, I should say. So definitely not out of the woods just yet, other Firebenders. The Kiangs have a good chance. Southwest letting everybody know that don't count them for nothing. They are not the heroes. They obviously have learned from Giblet from Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. I'm not a hero. If you get that reference, you are swag. If you don't, you are a normal person. We're talking about Mei Mei the Panda. My Hero Academia. Darn, so close. Not only is it not, anime, so it's an American thing, but it's I guess I should say not American. It was a Western thing. It is also not a TV show. So that's an 0 for 3 right there. That's a strike and you're out there. Green-haired MA, that'd be Deku, and no, Deku would not say I'm not a hero. Deku be, guys, All Might believes in me. We have to keep fighting. We have to help Kachan. I need a Kiangs win here. Didn't you see me they put the mortgage down in this one? The kids are going to college. If the Kiangs win, if not, they're becoming janitors. All Might said they wanted a number 3 combo with a large drink. We can't let the customer down. We have to try our best and be heroes to this family's stomach. So the Kiangs get 56 meters. The customer is always right. Jesus, Deku. You don't know the customer's always right. You big nerd. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's a rabbit hole that I would dig really deep and not get out of for the time this match is over. I'm not digging that hole. I'm putting my shovel and pickaxe down. Spinal would have 1v1 for 2 minutes. Yeah, we can just watch Spinal for their attack side, or for the defense side. They're going for the kind of a chokehold here because they know it's sort of one fight territory for them. So they don't want to give them the corner. Doable here for both sides. It's going to be a complete mirror match. This could just be cinema. The complete mirror on OT to potentially prolong the series and take it to map 4, or to get the Firebenders their first. No, Tommy, come on, man, go back to Sigma. Oh, they're all swapping. Boo! I just got chills. That was epic. No, they're swapping back. We got ourselves a mirror. It's definitely doable here. If I don't get hit like a nice wall and I isolate a single target, they get an early pick. Down to 1 minute. You know, it's not over just yet. Oh, the wall, not quite gonna land it for Spinal, and now they're stuck on the tree. Help! My Spinal's stuck in a tree. I need a hero. Oh, Raza down. Milo, turn to your left. Oh, Tommy Slat's got the kills. Tommy Slat. He's gonna put an end to this series. Calls Dwight Howard's playing the basketball because it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Firebenders can take home the 3-0 victory. Hey, Milo played the game. Huh? Damn. I thought it'd be a 3-2. The maps were pretty close though, so it wasn't you know a stop by any means. Just unfortunate that it had to happen like that. Get me out of here. There you go. That's what I wanted. Unfortunately, it's Spectre, so I can't see. What rank is this? This is a mixed SR league. Mixed SR league with an SR cap of 3,500. So there's a range, like a player in there was a silver player up to high GM in that lobby specifically. So big range of people. There is no match tonight. Nope, this is the only one today. There are... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomorrow. There are 5 tomorrow, and 4 of them start past 9 o'clock. So, good luck. Yeah, I guess with that being said, let's do it for the Kiangs and the Firebenders. Firebenders getting their first win of the season and a 3-0 fashion on the Kiangs. Hopefully everybody here had a good time. It was a fun little stream. Nothing too exciting. But yeah, with that being said, I'll send you all away by when we finish this Family Guy joke where Peter asks Meg to hold a melon, and it appears it is a nefarious move here by Peter Bartholomew Griffin. Potentially a dangerous melon. Oh, it's a bomb on the inside. Now Meg is covered in melon. Egg on my face? More like watermelon on my face. The walls of Arkham Asylum would not hold me.